Okay guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to look at Bart Starr, number 51 on the top 100 NFL's greatest players of all time list. This video is an extended one. It's about 6 minutes long, so we're not going to do any research. We're just going to watch the video straight through, I think, unless I hear something that I want to look up. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it.
The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
number 51.
The 60s will be described as a decade in which football became the #1 sport in America, in which the Packers were the #1 team, and Bart Starr was proudly the #1 Packer. Bart Starr.
Hang on guys. There's been far too many Green Bay Packers players recently for me not to get this out, alright? Let's go Bart, let's go. I've got you.
Thank you very much, President Nixon, for those kind words.
President Nixon?
Bart Starr
Holy shit.
has justifiably been lumped with the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's the only guy that has won 5 world championships. And one of the main reasons
it's not going to work.
that has not been understood was his big playability. People have forgotten about that
Quarterback?
because the Packers were grinded out, run the football teams, and Bart's image was firmly planted as the staid executioner of the Vince Lombardi run-first offense. So Bart Starr would call a 4th and 1 play-action pass and throw it for a touchdown in the most daring kind of play, and people would simply forget it the next day because that was not his image. When he went with play-action, very often it was for huge plays.
Why? Because they expected him to always give it to the running back?
Often a Packer game or even a Packer season would turn on a phenomenal execution of a fake of a play action by Bart Starr at a time when the team couldn't move the ball and the team would go on to win and then go on to win championships.
Bart Starr played in 10 postseason games and won 9 of them, including Super Bowls 1 and 2. In both those World Championship games, he was named the most valuable player.
Not bad.
Deceptively daring, surprisingly strong-armed, Bart Starr was also always in command. And never more importantly than in the 1966 NFL title game in Dallas, where the Packers were playing for a berth
What do we got?
in the first Super Bowl.
Oh, what a throw! That's beautiful. He was belted harder, right?
The guy on offense was Jimmy Taylor, and Jimmy saw that. So then Jimmy starts looking for Gector, which could have very easily gotten him ejected. It was really one of the most meaningful parts of the game because we couldn't have afforded the personal foul, and we certainly couldn't have afforded to lose Jimmy Taylor. So the instant that Taylor starts looking for Gector or one of the other Cowboys, number 15 is right in Jimmy Taylor's face, guiding him all the way to the sideline. And when he gets to the sideline, you hear, "Out of the way, Bart."
That's it.
Quarterback stance should be as comfortable
Good stuff, Bart.
Coach Lombardi would actually concede to him. And Bart doesn't like to talk about this, and he's uncomfortable even talking with me about it to this day. But he would stand up in front of the team and he would say, "Wait a minute, Coach. Don't be criticizing us about that because that's not true. Let's get it right." Nobody else did that.
Have I not heard this guy's name? I guess we've all heard of, like, if I think about the Green Bay Packers quarterbacks, it's like Brett Favre and now Aaron Rodgers, but I haven't, this is way back. Never heard of him. Never.
I told him, I said, "Look, Coach," I said, I can take all of the chewing you want to dish out. And I said, I understand your personality, and that's all well and good.
What are you doing on the time? Get him out of there,
And I said, that doesn't bother me. I said, but what does bother me is the fact that you're telling the team one thing, but you're expecting certain things of your leaders, of your quarterbacks, and you expect me to go out there and lead them. And I said, I can't do that, and you're going to chew me out in front of them. I said, now, if I've got a chewing out coming, fine, but do it in the privacy of this office where you apologize to me when you know you're wrong. I said, otherwise, don't ever expect me to go out there and be your leader. And he never, ever raised his voice to me again.
Knew how important he was.
Bart would make suggestions, and the most dramatic of all is one in the Ice Bowl when the Packers had driven the ball to the 1-yard line. The call came in to hand the ball to the fullback. Well, the fullback had slipped each of the previous 2 plays because of poor footing with the ice. Bart went to the sideline and said to Coach Lombardi,
what's he going to say?
Let's don't hand it to the fullback. Let me run it in. And he said, Coach looked at me and said, fine, let's do that and get the hell out of here.
Here are the Packers, 3rd down, inches to go.
Let's have a look at this.
17 to 14, Cowboys out in front. Starr begins to count. Takes the snap. He has the quarterback. Take it easy. Packers are out in front. 20 to 17. There's 13 seconds going on the clock.
Bet he's glad he listened to him then.
World champions, NFL champions for the 3rd straight year.
He allowed Bart to think like that, and that's one example. That's a very dramatic example. But I think that sort of thing happened all the time with Bart Starr. And nobody knows that because that was not his image. The image got planted of him being a staid, robotic type player. Not so.
So the Packers, shit man, what an absolute legend.
I think he lit it up.
But the Packers won something like 5 in a row, is that right? And the two first Super Bowls. Let me just have a look at that. I mean, we've got the helmet out, right? So we may as well do that. Green Bay Packers. Let me see. 62. What do we got here? So throughout their history, the Packers have won 13 NFL championships, including 4 Super Bowls, more than any other team. In addition, they are the only team to win 3 consecutive league championships, having accomplished that feat twice, 1929 to 31 and 65 to 67. Okay, the Super Bowl was created in 66. They won it in 66 and 67, but they also won the NFL championship, which was before that, in 65, 62 and 61. So they missed out in 63 and 64. So they went 61, 62, 65, 66 and 67, which is 5 years out of 7, which is the most successful stretch in NFL history. There you go. We got it. Packers, mate. A lot of history there. Anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed that video, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, please do. And that is the top 50. Done. Sorry, not the top 50, the bottom 50. Number 100 to 51. Finished. Kaput. Done. We're done. Thank you very much. Number 50, Terry Bradshaw, coming next. I'll see you then. Peace.